Bye! This video is dedicated to my art friends Atiya and Atiya. I know I should have done this for a while, since by now your portfolio is done or almost done, but anyway, here's how I did mine. Ta-da! First, I'd like to talk about what you should put in your art portfolio. And this all depends. It depends to which institution or teacher you're submitting your portfolio and what are their requirements. In my case, Mr. Todd gave us a list of what to put in our portfolio. And the list consists of at least 3 fruits, 3 vegetables, 3 flowers, 4 portraits, 3 sketches from a live model that we basically did in class, and 5 nude art. He said to choose our best work and to use a variety of media, but then he also said that we could put anything else that we want. My portfolio is like a summary of the course in general, and inside I basically have to show everything I learned, from technique to medium. But then he also said presentation is key. So I remember my friends and I were a little confused about that. We knew how to do the drawings, but we didn't know how to organize them in a portfolio. And the teacher was very vague about it. He was always like, oh, put in everything you want, but present it well. And finally, I understood. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how I presented my work in this art portfolio. Of course, you have to label your file if you're doing this in a file so that you know that it's an art portfolio, obviously. Then you have to present yourself. So that's a self-portrait that I did in April this year, and I just wrote my name down here. And bear in mind, I dated all my work. And this is because especially that this portfolio shows a summary of everything I've learned and everything I did in the course. The date basically shows my progress, since my skills in November will obviously not be the same as my skills now. So it helps the teacher to see that you've progressed and you've learned. Then I divided my portfolio in different sections. Still life with fruits, vegetables and flowers, portraits, sketches and nude art. Of course, it's in French because my course is in French. I added 2 more sections. One which is based on how we studied the human anatomy in class. And I also added a last section called fun. And inside I basically put all the additional work that I did that doesn't tackle anything we did in the course. But I know that without this course I wouldn't have done my direwolf, for example, or my baby dragon. You might also have noticed that I put tags with each drawing, and this tag shows the method I used for the drawing. For example, this one I used watercolor pencils, and for this one I used pastels. It not only shows the variety of techniques I used, but it also helps the teacher to know which one you used exactly, and he can thus better come to a conclusion concerning your work. And by the way, I also put in the awakening card with an open me tag at the top. Hope that Mr. Todd likes it. So I think that's all. I hope I didn't miss anything. The main thing to remember is that in the end, it is the way you will present your work, the way you will guide those who will look at your portfolio through your art, the way you will tell your journey that matters. It's just like storytelling, you know. And yes, I think that's what Mr. Todd meant when he emphasized on presentation. So I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! And you know what? Of course, my favorite section is nude art.